Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are going to be watching me from. I say, may God bless you all. It's me, your sister, your friend. I've come again with my little views and analysis. Before I start giving my views, I want to first of all say thank you to you all that support me in one way or the other. Today, my view is going to be very short and brief. In this video, I'm not going to be mentioning some things for security purpose, but I'm here to answer a question that a brother asked or what he was saying. You see, when the African people are talking about the crime commit against the African people, we only talk about the slave trade. The higher genocide the Western commit against the black race is not only slave trade. Slave trade is part of it, but the genocide were commit after the slave trade. There is a word the France president said. A brother, we are sending a message to France president. A brother did not understand, but I'm doing this video from the history. When a France president said that if not them, the France people, Africa could have not be exist, or black people could have not be exist. That is true. In the other way, is not true. I will explain. You see, the higher genocide the Western commit against the black race, it was not the slave trade. The higher genocide commit against the black race was after the slave trade in Second World War. Have African people sit down to ask themselves a question, that what is it that France, when you get to France, you have black origin, you have ancestral black people in France, and when you go to America, you find black to some third generation of black race in America. Although before the war in America, the American people have their black Cherokee. The origin of America, they are one side Indian, white Indian and black Indian, that was existing in that land before the war and before they brought Africa slave people to join them. If you all sit down, why not ask yourself question that in other Europe like Germany, Italy, Spain, London, Belgium, Holland, all these places, there is no black to second, third generation. Why can't you people ask yourself that question? Because in all this country I just mentioned, they were all having slaves. Like Portugal. If you get to Portugal now, it's dominate almost with black, because they have up to fourth generation in Portugal. When you go to Brazil, the same thing. When you go to France, the same thing. When you go to America, the same thing. But why not ask the rest people that bought slave? Like every other one, they don't have third generation black people in their country. I will tell you what happened in Second World War. What made the France president to said, if not because of them, black race could have not been existing. The time of Second World War of Adolf Hitler, when he sent message to all this country that they should do away with all their black in their country, because he's going to Africa to level Africa and convert Africa to a farm land that is going to use Africa continent as a farmland for maize. So when Hitler sent this message to all this country, do you know what happened? All this country, for security purpose, all this country, they now all buy their black. They all buy their black. They all do away with their black. Some abandon their black in Cuba. That is why you see Cuba today. In all this Esmeralda, where you see black, they abandon them there, and they do away with the one that we are living amidst them. According to the history, that some were buried alive, while some were sick in the ocean, with the protest that they should all enter a ship that they are going to return them to Africa. When they get to high sea, then we seek the ship. Many countries do away with their slave. They do away with the black they were having, except America and France. France now said he's not going to do away with his own black. They were the one that went to Africa to brought them to their country. They are not going to do away with them. What made me to say that France were right in that word, and again they were not right? France were right by saying so because France refused to do away with the black they were having in their country. But what did the France do to fight the war? France now go to Africa and pack more black to fight that war. France win that war with the help of the same Africa people. That is why I said France is right when he said that if not them, Africa could have not been existing. And I also said they are not right because that war we have fight with black people. A lot of black people, millions of black people, lost their life in that war that France fights in Second World War. As I said, that this video is going to be a very short one. I'm here to answer a brother. So this is where I am going to end these views and analysis today because I don't want to go further. Stay blessed till I come back again with another views and analysis. I say may the God Almighty bless you all. I still remain your sister, your brother, your friend.